Hi everybody. Like Fiona said, my name is Breanne and I'm so excited to be moving with you today. Just a quick rundown of what we're going to be doing this morning. First, we are going to warm up our bodies. Then we're going to get our heart rates up with some really fun, energetic movement. Then we are going to be using our imaginations to transform our bodies and try to explore how to move in ways that maybe we've never moved before. Then, once we have those really cool new movements, we're going to use those to come up with characters that you could use in theater shows or in stories that you want to come up with or anything like that. Okay? So, as we go, I'm going to be explaining new things, through the whole workshop. So I'll do them, I'll show them up on my feet, but I'll also be explaining them. And I'll be showing a couple different ways of doing everything, because it's something that's really, really important to remember is that this is a movement workshop all about our bodies, and everybody's body is different. So if something that I do with my body is not what you want to do with your body, that's totally fine. You can do whatever feels good for you. You can take or leave what you want. Or if you know, I want to do this part, but maybe I'm going to change this bit, do it. Do whatever feels good for your body, okay? Like Fiona said, your video is off. So I can't see you, nobody else can see you, so you are free to have so much fun. You can try new things, you can be all silly with your body. I'm going to be getting pretty silly with my body, so feel free to join me. And you can just have fun, because nobody's looking at you, yeah? Like Fiona said, you can put questions in the chat function, and I'll get to them as soon as I can, okay? So, let's get started. You can start sitting or standing or wherever you are. We're just going to close our eyes and we're going to breathe together. Okay, so breathe in and out. And again, breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Last time, breathe in and breathe out. Great. Now just gently open your eyes and take a look around the space that you're in. You might be in your bedroom or your kitchen or your backyard maybe. Just look around, look high, look low, everything around you. And we're going to notice all of the things in our space. If there's anything on the floor or on the walls or any furniture around. For me, I have this desk and this chair in my space. So just notice those things. And what we're going to do, since our movement workshop, we're going to be moving so much, we're going to create a bubble around us. This is going to be our movement bubble where none of the things in our space are in the way so that we can move really safely and not worry about anything. Yeah? So my bubble, for example, would be right before all of the things in my room and everywhere else. Yeah? It's okay if your bubble is huge because you have a big empty space, that's great. If your bubble is just the, how far you can move your arms, that's totally fine too. So just figure out how big your bubble's gonna be and lift your arms up and we're gonna draw our imaginary bubbles around us. Yes, make that bubble. It can be a force field if you want. If you want to make a force field around you, a force field of movement. Yeah. Okay, now we're just going to travel around the edges of this bubble that we've just made. Yeah? So just travel around and look at the bubble. Take a look at it. Is it sparkly? Is it shiny? Is it a color? This really big bubble. Yeah, just keep traveling around. And once you feel like you have an idea of where your bubble is, you can just travel to the center. Great. Awesome. All right, now that we're in the middle of our bubbles, we're going to warm up our bodies, okay? So we're just going to start with a bounce. You're just going to bounce your body. If you're standing like me, it's almost as if somebody is pushing a chair in for me to sit on, and I'm just going to sit in that chair. Yeah? So I'm just bouncing over my knees, just gently. And you'll notice that my arms are just flopping all over the place. It's because I'm not putting any tension in them. I just want to get everything nice and loose. So if your shoulders are going, or your head, that's great. If you're seated, you're doing the same thing. You're just going to bounce your shoulders. Yeah? So it's basically you're going to hold them up to your ears and you're going to let them go. It's so helpful if your shoulders are kind of sore, maybe from looking at the computer all day. So you're just going to bounce your shoulders. Same thing. And your arms are still just as loose. Yeah. Great. Just keep bouncing. Yeah. And if you want to let some sound out, you can. I know that whenever I bounce, I kind of want my voice to like fall out of me. So I just go. Yeah, do it with me. Yeah. The sillier the noise, the better. Great. And when you're done shaking, you can come to standing and just shake your body out. Great. Good job. All right. Now, hold your hands up in front of your body. See all your fingies? Yep. We're just going to rotate our wrists. Nice. Just nice circles. And the other way. Great. And hold your hands up again. Wiggle your fingers as much as you can. Big wiggles. Yeah. And make your hands really big. Big as they can and as small as they can. Big and small. And big and small. Last time. Big and small. Great job. Shake them out. Yeah. Great. All right. So now we're going to roll our shoulders. Yeah? So just let your shoulders roll backwards. Yeah. Ugh. Sometimes there's little pops and things, and that's really good. You're getting all of the tension out of your shoulders. Good, and roll them forwards. Nice. Great. Okay, now similarly to if you were bouncing sitting down, we're going to hold up our shoulders as tight as we can, almost touching your ears. This is the only time I'll ask you to get tight. So get as tight as you can. Hold them up as high as you can. Tight, tight, tight. And when we breathe out, we're going to let them drop and all the tension is going to leave, okay? So ready? 3, 2, 1. Whoa, that feels good. Let's do it again. You hold them up. Tight, 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 tight. Squeeze. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Great. Oh, that's so good. One more time. Squeeze. Tight, 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 tight. And 3, 2, 1. Drop. Oh, good job. Whew. Feels so good. Okay, now we're going to stretch out our faces. Yeah? Remember, nobody can see you. Your video's off. Make as many silly faces as you can, okay? So I'm going to make my face really big. And use my tongue. Stretch out my tongue. And then I'm going to make my face really small. Like I just sucked on a lemon. Ugh. And really big. And really small. Oof. And real big. And really small. Okay. Imagine you're chewing on a really, really big gumball. Like the biggest gumball in the world. Yeah. Great. And you're just stretching out all those little muscles. There's so many little muscles in your face and in your tongue. Yeah. Great job. And shake out your face. Great. Okay. Now, we're going to tilt our head to one shoulder. Just kind of let it fall towards your shoulder. If you'd like more of a stretch, You can use your hand that's opposite to the shoulder that you're leaning towards. Just hold out a jazz hand. Yeah. Great. And just roll your head over to your other shoulder. And if you're sitting, it's the same thing. And again, you can put your hand out if you want more of a stretch. Just breathe. Great. Now, we're going to just do some of those rolls. So you're going to roll your head from one shoulder to the other shoulder. Just keep breathing. To the other shoulder. And the other shoulder. Other shoulder. Ready, last two. Great. And just hold your head here for a second. We're going to, instead of rolling all the way to our other shoulder, we're going to roll so that we're actually looking straight down at our feet. Okay? So just do a little half roll that your neck is loose and you're looking downwards. And now slowly as we breathe, we're going to roll our necks up to look straight ahead. Ready? So we're going to breathe in. And roll up. There you go. Good job. Oh, so I know for me, when I roll my neck up like that, I suddenly feel a little bit taller. Yeah? So to get even taller, we're going to imagine that we have a tree, the world's tallest, straightest tree, growing out of our bodies. Yeah? We're going to imagine that the tree is our spine, and your spine starts in the middle of the back of your head, right here, and it goes all the way down your back, straight down. Yeah? So we're going to imagine that there's a big tree going straight through your body, and there's a really big, tall branch that's going straight up from the back of your head. Yeah? So just imagine that for a second. You can either just stand and imagine it, or you can do the hand with me. If you have long hair, you could even make a branch. So just imagine a really tall branch lifting you up from the back of your head. Nice, making you nice and tall. Great, but at the same time as this branch lifting you up off the ground, there are tree roots that are going straight down below you, right into the floor. So you've got all these strong tree roots below you as well. So you've got this branch reaching you up, and you've got the roots pulling you down. So just imagine both of those feelings and breathe. Do you feel yourself getting taller? Yeah. Again, it's the same thing. Seated, you're still imagining getting as tall as possible. Yeah. Awesome. Great. Now, just thinking about the tree roots, you're gonna look down at your feet now. You're just gonna wiggle your toes if you're able. If you'd like, you can also do this exercise with your hands, with your fingers. So just wiggle your toes, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And you can kind of rock around on your feet and put pressure on different areas. So you could go on your heels, oh gosh. You could go up on your tippy toes. Yeah, just kind of feel your feet on the floor. Yeah, try to feel what that's like. Yeah, and again, with your hands, you can feel every little bit of your finger if you're doing the exercise with your hands. That's great. Yeah, awesome. Okay, so now that we're feeling our feet, we're just going to travel. Yeah? So just like you did with your bubble before, you're going to travel around your bubble and just look at it. Travel, travel, travel. Yeah. And does your body feel different? Just kind of feel where you're at. because now we've done a lot since we made our bubbles. So for me, I know my hands and my feet feel different. My neck feels longer. Anything that you notice is really awesome. Okay, and just return to the center. Awesome, shake it out. Great, and take a deep breath in and out. Awesome, awesome job. All right, now we're gonna get our heart rates up. So I'm going to teach you 4 fun moves. And then we're going to use those 4 moves when we turn on some music. Yeah? So you're just gonna follow me and we're gonna do the 4 moves in different combos, okay? So I'll teach them first. Move number 1, marshmallow jumps. Okay? All it is I'm taking off from both of my feet and I'm landing with both of my feet. Yeah? The important thing to imagine though is that there's a giant marshmallow under my feet that make the jumps super spongy. Yeah? It's like a huge trampoline, basically. Yeah? So, what's important to know is that as I'm jumping, just like in the bounces, my arms are just loose. They're swinging. Yeah? So I'm not holding any tension in my upper body, just letting my arms swing. Okay? You could do this jump on one foot, and the other foot, and back to both feet. Awesome. If you are seated, again, just like the bounces, you can let your shoulders go up and fall down. So you're just bouncing your shoulders. Nice. And you can do the arms too. So you're doing the arm swings. Awesome. All right, so that's move number 1, marshmallow jumps. Move number 2 is called the window washer. So imagine that your whole bubble is a huge window and you have these awesome giant cloths in your hands and you've got to wash this window, okay? So wash the window. Yeah. Wash. You can wash on the floor or on the ceiling. Nice. You could wash the camera if you want. There you go. Nice. Yeah. Sweet. So that's the window washer. Again, it's like this. You could use both hands or just one hand. You could even use a foot if you want. Whatever you want. Right, so that was window washer. And the one before that was marshmallow jumps. Great. Move number 3, body paint. Now this is not, we're not going to paint our bodies. We're going to imagine that our bodies are made of paint. Okay? So, where we just imagined a big window around our bubble, now it's a blank piece of paper. And your body, your feet, and your hands have really awesome colors of paint on them. So you want to make a painting as quick as you can with as many little dots on the page as possible. Okay? So you can just do it with your feet, or you could do it with your hands, or you could do it with both. Does that make sense? Great. So that was body paint. This one. Then we have window washer. And we have marshmallow jumps. Awesome. Last move. You're doing great. The snake slither. So, just like where we imagined a tree in our spines, remember? It goes all the way down our backs. Now we're going to imagine that there's a snake. Okay? I'm personally afraid of snakes, but this is a friendly snake, don't worry. So, imagine, snakes don't have arms, so we're not going to use our arms very much. So just lead with your nose and try to make as many S's as you can. Just travel around the room. Yeah. You can lead with your nose. And if you're seated, it's the same. Yeah, it's just like you're a snake leading with maybe with your tongue. Yeah. Okay. So our 4 moves, to recap, are marshmallow jumps. What's the next one? Oh yes, window washer. Window. Body paint. And the snake slither. Great. Good job. All right, so now I'm going to play some music, and we're going to do all 4 of those moves, and you just follow me, okay? Here, let's take a deep breath in and out. Great. Make your way to the center of your bubble. Oh,
battery
speaker
5
turned off.
connected to iPhone.
All right. Okay. We're going to start with window washer. Okay, we're going to go into marshmallow jumps, all right? Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. Jump on one foot, and the other foot, and the other foot, and both feet. Great. And back to window washer. Great. Body paint. Yeah. Your hands too. All right, snake slither. All right, ready? We're gonna jump again. 5, 6, 7, 8. One foot, other foot, back, and back, and both feet. Body paint. You're doing awesome. And snake. Woo. And window. And finish. Amazing job, everybody. That was awesome. Close your eyes. Just take a breath. And out. I'm going to turn on some music just for 1 minute. We're just going to play around with how to move like wind, okay? Let's do it. Okay, just play around. Yeah. Can you pretend that you're flying? That a big gust of wind is taking you? that's it. Great job. Great, and just move around like slime. Yeah, keep going. Let's play with some bubbles. Okay? Just kind of think about how bubbles move. How do bubbles move? They're kind of fast, quick. Yeah, maybe they're always popping. Yeah. Ooh, ooh. Playing around with bubbles. Maybe they're always popping. Maybe they surprise you. Yeah. Playing around. Yeah. Maybe it's a little bit like the body paint, right? Because it was so quick. So I'll turn on some music and you can just play around for a minute. Play with bubbles. Yeah. Awesome. Great, and keep moving like bubbles. Bubble, bubble. Great. Now I know some friends already made a bubble character. That's amazing. I'm just gonna bring our bubbles in a little bit. This is what my bubble movement looks like. Okay, and make up your bubble person. I think my bubble person is really excited. She's very excited about everything. So, my name is Cindy, and I love parties, and I'm so excited for my best friend's surprise party. Oh, I'm so excited. You can't tell her though. Nobody should tell her. I might tell her by accident, but you shouldn't tell her. So if I had a friend here, he's imaginary. If I had a friend with me, he could ask me questions and I could play my character and answer the questions. And that's a really fun way to come up with cool stories, right? Because you just got to make them up on the spot. Another cool thing you can do is you can do the opposite of what we did. So what we did is we started with our bodies and we made a character. But if you want to play a character, you can start with the character that you already know and make a body for that character. So if I wanted to play Elsa from Frozen, I already know Elsa, right? Everybody knows Elsa. So I want to play Elsa. So I try to think of something, an image that relates to Elsa that I could play around with in my body. So if I try to play around with ice, maybe, because she's the ice queen. So you could play with what icicles feel like, you know? And then there you go. You've got this cool new body for this character that you wanted to play. Or if you wanted to be Spider-Man, you could play around with what a spider feels like in your body, or even what spider webs feel like, you know? So there's ways that you could make up brand new characters, or you could use characters that you already know and make cool moves for them.